everyone. If you have ever felt like it's too late to start something new, today's episode of Let's Talk About It with Kanupriya is going to change that. My guest today, Gunjan, launched her amazing skincare brand, Xyst, at the age of 44. And her journey is all about courage, clarity, and reinvention. I can't wait for her to inspire you all with her story and everything that she has learned along the way. Welcome, Gunjan.
Hi Kanupriya, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And guys, if you are watching this, watch till the end because we have a special giveaway too. So, Gunjan, my first question to you will be divided into two parts. Firstly, I would like to know your background. What were you
Okay,
doing before this? And how did you think of starting a skincare brand?
wonderful. So for 22 years of my life, I was a pure homemaker, taking care of my girls, ensuring that everything is just right for them. Even though I wanted to work or do something, I realized that everything needs focus. So I didn't want to divide my time between work and my kids at all. So once my kids were all grown up and I realized that they are capable enough to take care of themselves, I started to think about doing something along with my husband. So that's when we thought of this.
How old were your kids then?
So my elder one had completed her 12th and my younger one was in ninth. So things were pretty much set in place, like very capable. Girls grow up very fast. They don't really need their moms that much. So it
Mhm.
was much easier to get into
So,
something.
so do you mean your husband is also an equal part in your brand at the moment, or
Absolutely. Yes. My husband's been into a corporate for the last 25, 30 years, and his experience as a businessman really helped me because he's my, guide into this. And he's
yeah?
been my mentor and he's my bootstrapper also, investment
Yeah,
for
of
my
course.
business.
So, how did you think of a skincare brand as such? Like, did you have any experience in this line, or did he have any experience in this line?
So he had an experience in this line as an investor. So he
Okay.
loves to invest in startups and he really likes to give a leg up to all those small startups that sometimes don't really get any backing. So he likes to, experiment that way and give a boost to startups. So that's where he discovered some skincare brands. And this was during COVID. So when we were
Okay.
already like, we started actively looking into something that I would love to do. And for us, the focus area was always problem solving. ऐसा कोई भी business which is actually going to solve some
Yeah.
problem that we have been
Correct.
facing all these
Correct.
years. So
Yeah.
when I sat with him for some investor calls, I heard people talking about their skincare business and how they started and how it's going now and all those things. It really motivated me because that was one area where I was also feeling the issue
Need.
that whatever the solutions given on the packages and all are really not working for me. So maybe
Yeah.
something could be done about that.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you think that starting a business at this age for you and even for your husband probably is harder or it is easier, with age? What do you think about that?
My husband was already set. So starting
Yeah.
Zest with me was not such an issue with him. But yes, for me to come out of my comfort zone, to then suddenly switch your thinking from homemaking to a business definitely was a very big and a difficult step. But yes, then we end up learning so much during our homemaking activities, like the
Yeah.
budgeting, managing crisis, and uh, taking care of situations that suddenly arise, taking care of
Yeah.
so many things in that moment that I think all those small experiences build you up when you finally start
Correct.
to put all those thoughts together and add to your business.
Yeah, obviously you are like more mature to handle things and crisis especially.
I think
And
so.
so what do you think were your like initial challenges, if any, like when you started this brand?
See, the planning started when everything was at a standstill in 2020, when the world was at
Okay.
standstill. So that's when we started our research bit because that was a very good enough, great time that we could give to the research. And research is the stepping stone towards anything, any business for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
If your
Yeah.
thoughts are not clear, but what if after the research I realized that oh ye to mujhe nahi karna hai, it's too
Mm.
done, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
So research was definitely a very big thing which we spent like months on it, like full of 2020 was spent on research to understand
Okay.
what goes into it, what could work now that didn't work before. speaking to manufacturers, because everything is there on internet, all the information, people you
Okay.
can talk to, numbers were there. So we spoke to so many people, existing manufacturers who some discouraged us also. They said,
Okay.
don't get into
Yeah.
it, it's too overcrowded, it's too done. But we really had that, our vision was strengthening. The more people said no, we realized that we definitely have something to give to this, and we
Yeah.
should definitely try it. So by the end of 2020, we were very sure that this is what we want to do. So
Yeah.
that's how, we started to think about it.
Yeah. And who do you like turn to, for support? Who's your biggest support system right now when it comes to your work?
My husband, for sure. Any decision where I feel that it's going to affect the brand as such, or some kind of financial decision that I have to make, whether
Yeah.
I have to invest, whether we should take that step or not, or
Hmm.
whether I did something, I took a decision in the office and I want to know whether I took the right decision or not. It's my husband. I mean, he will always give me a fair enough advice. It's never like, of his own centered vision. It is a fair
Yeah.
advice, whether it's right or wrong.
Great. What do you think makes Zist stand out, as compared to other brands? How is it special or unique?
I think the vision with which I created Zest to solve the problem that a consumer had. Like, say, for
Yeah.
a very simple example, anti acne. Like, anti
Hmm.
acne, hundreds and thousands of products that
Hmm.
are there for anti acne. Now, what different we are doing is we are ensuring the formulation of ingredients which are actually going to work on your active acne and help you remove those marks also. Sometimes it's just about popping that acne quickly, because that
Hmm.
active is going to just help you pop it out. Then what?
Yeah.
I'm not promising any dermat related solutions, anything that is happening to you hormonally. No, because I'm
Okay.
not a dermat approved brand, but I'm a
Yeah.
cosmetic brand. But we have, sourced our ingredients across the globe. We have the best quality of ingredients. And
Hmm.
finally, in skincare, what we understood is that it is the combination that matters. It
Okay.
cannot be
Okay.
just niacinamide going into hyaluronic or this going into that. No, it is the correct formulation which is going to work on that specific problem. Like, for
Yeah.
example, I told you about acne. So if it is
Yeah.
acne, then I have to ensure that that active acne is gone, and the mark that it leaves on your skin is also gone after
Hmm.
applying it consistently for a certain amount of time. I mean, people
Yeah.
just do it for 2 3 days and then they just leave it. You cannot do that. You have to be very
Yeah.
consistent with skincare.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, you are trying to say that effectiveness is what you are focusing on, that it should be really effective,
Yes.
right?
And
Obviously,
I,
that's
I
very
think that I've always wanted to create something which my daughters can use without a second doubt. And
yeah.
I think I have reached that stage where they immediately, if they have a skin issue which they know I have a product of, they first ask me, Mama, do we have this? I
Hmm.
want to use this. So I think I have achieved my dream over there,
Yeah.
where it is safe and effective and the
Yeah.
best ingredients. So I think that's where we stand out.
Yeah, that sounds good. So tell me, like on your low days, or when you don't feel like doing anything, what is your biggest motivation to just get up and get going?
My team. My team.
They
They
drive
tell
you
me,
out.
"Ma'am, please be here every day," because that's what motivates us. So that is always there in my mind, that no, I have to, even if I'm not up to it, maybe it's some
Yeah.
physical problem or anything, it's one of those days.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, at least, even if it's for a few hours, I have to get up and come to the office, meet everyone, sit with everyone, make our plans and, discuss things. And that really gets me going.
And how many people are there in your team?
I have 6 people in my team. So we have
Okay.
like a graphic designer, a operations person, a social media manager, a strategist, uh, digital designing intern, accountant, and one office boy. So that's a small team that I have.
Yeah. Sounds fun also. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
Okay.
absolutely fun. It's a fun team.
Yeah, I'm sure. So tell me one thing, like, what is your highest selling product which you think everyone must try?
So if I talk about the latest launches, then my SPF is mind-boggling, because
Yeah.
everybody who has tried our SPF is so happy with it because it is lightweight, it is non-greasy, no white cast, and immediately penetrates your skin. And the ingredient that we have, Radicare Gold, which is like an amazing new ingredient, it helps you from the UVA, UVB rays, the
Yeah.
sunlight, your blue light, and everything. And it also has this additional quality which protects you from all the Wi-Fi emissions, because we cannot live without
Hmm.
all these things. But at least there is something shielding your skin from
Hmm.
all these harmful things happening around you. So I think
Yeah.
it's mind blowingly magical ingredient that is there in
Yeah.
our SPF now, and it is doing really well. Our
Yeah.
under eye cream has been highest selling product, like the natural caffeine under eye cream has been the
Okay.
highest selling product right from day one when we launched in 2022. It's been like people have been crazy about it. Once again, non-greasy and penetrates your skin quickly. So
Yeah.
I think that is a very big USP of our products, that none of the products are heavy or they're oily or do they leave any mark on your skin like a
Yeah.
deposit kind of thing on your face. So it's very comfortable to use the Zest products.
Yeah, even you know that my husband and I have used your SPF and we also really like it. So yeah,
Oh,
we've
it's
been using
lovely.
it regularly. Yeah. So
Amazing.
so you are also trying to say, since it helps with the Wi-Fi and everything, so it is good to use indoors as well, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it creates a shield. See, why do we do
Yeah.
skincare? Before we step out of the house, why do we do it? Because we don't want all those environmental stressors, the traffic, the pollution,
Yeah.
and the sunlight and anything to harm our skin. Bahar to nikloge hi. We cannot, even
Hmm.
if you're at home,
Yeah.
better to, once you're ready for the day, to have some layering
Correct.
on your skin, so that by the end of the day, it doesn't look like sad and tired,
Yeah. Yeah.
because of all the other things happening around you. Because that we
Yeah.
cannot stop, but we can definitely protect our skin.
Yeah, true. So tell me something. What is that thing that you will never do in your brand? There must be something like, okay, we all think that अच्छा ये करना है, वो करना है. But what is it that जो आप नहीं करोगे, you know?
See, so this I can give you with an actual example. So when we
Yeah.
launched this, we had a different formulation for SPF, which
Mm-hmm.
somehow, after a point in time, one of the main ingredients of that SPF was just not available to us.
Okay.
So, and people were loving the SPF even then. So a lot of people kept asking me, when is the SPF coming back? Because we had to destock it because we didn't have the
Okay.
production anymore.
Yeah.
And see, the manufacturer, as we discussed and all, he said, I can still make it, but it
Hmm.
won't be as effective. So I said, see, I don't want to
Okay.
give anyone a cream. I want people to have an
Yeah.
SPF. So let's wait it out. Let's research more. You also find out. We also find out, and
Hmm.
give people the best. We waited
Yeah.
nearly 12 months for
Oh,
SPF to be relaunched, but we did not
compromise.
compromise on the
Yeah.
ingredient quality or the product quality, but we kept waiting कि नहीं देंगे तो best देंगे, नहीं तो
Huh.
नहीं करेंगे.
So that's a good thing that you stand by, that you'll hold on, but not
Yeah,
just sell anything and everything. That's
absolutely.
great. Yeah. Okay. So can you like give any marketing tips or any other tips to new age entrepreneurs, who are just starting out? What are the things that you would like to share with them which will help them start their business or grow their business?
Are we talking about the skincare industry or any entrepreneur in general?
Any entrepreneur, yeah.
See, first factor, at what age are they starting? If they're starting at my age, then definitely they have a lot more to push in. They have a lot more to keep going, because they have to push themselves every single day. Because any business is not, very few businesses succeed overnight.
Hmm.
You really have to put in a lot of research, a lot of effort. You need good people alongside to work with you. You need a good backup with your family also. So
Yeah.
sometimes it gets very difficult to continue when you don't have all that support system around you. So my advice would be that, of course, the family should always be on board and be
Yeah.
supportive, because you need that support. And please don't give up. Take baby steps. Take time.
Hmm.
Take small steps. Count every achievement.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
overanalyze your mistakes or failures, but definitely celebrate every small success, because that is going to take you 10 steps further. But if you
Yeah.
overthink about your failures, you're not going to be able to, come up
Move
from
ahead.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my advice would be, take baby steps, take time, and just keep
And
going
build
ahead.
a very good team. Hmm.
Absolutely. That takes
Yeah,
time. Any new,
yeah.
nobody wants to work with a startup immediately. Only when you've made a bit
Okay,
of a name or a bit of a standing, people actually start to trust you and
okay.
they want to work with you. So it takes time to build a team and
Mm-hmm.
get good people to work
Yeah.
alongside you. So don't give up. Give yourself minimum 3 years. Minimum 3 years, because that's when you will also understand your business more. You will understand the
Mm-hmm.
daily, goings and comings of the business, and there will be a lot of things, lot of negative experiences also that you will have with various agencies and suppliers or
Yeah.
anybody. So don't let that
Mm-hmm.
take you down. It is very demotivating, but then keep pushing ahead, because agar galat log hain to sahi log bhi hain is duniya mein. So it is
Yeah.
going to always work out in the end.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Power.
And do you have any advice for people who are like starting their business later in life? Any specific advice for them?
Just like what I just said now, later in advice is more difficult, right? Because when you're
Hmm.
young, and especially when suppose you don't have children yet, some people who've not had children yet, it's way more easier, because you can give your full
Yeah,
energy and time in that moment, and you can
yeah.
really do things जो हम 3 साल में नहीं कर पा रहे हो सकता है वो 1 साल में ही कर ले. But
Correct,
for
correct.
people
Yeah.
starting later in life, there is so much for them to set up first, make it comfortable ki your home life should not get disturbed, your
Um,
everything should be set at home also. And then, because you have to divide your time equally, you cannot put it aside. Like I said, my kids grew up, then I stepped into it, but that doesn't mean that I'm not looking at my house anymore. Things are more
yeah,
streamlined now. The things can be
yeah,
organized efficiently now, but you have to be like 50-50, dividing your time between everything. So
yeah,
everything works out if your thoughts are clear and if you've planned the steps properly. If you just
yeah,
jump into it, then it's not going to work out ever, because you will not know what the next step is.
yeah. But I think what's really important is to just start. I mean, एक बार वो आप
Absolutely.
start करते हैं, you keep going ahead. But वो start करने में ही I think people really delay कि आज नहीं कल बाद में, है ना?
That is also true. That is true.
Yeah.
Procrastination is a very common thing for me. When my husband suggested to me, ki, I think now the kids are grown up and you should start something, I retreated into a shell, because I got so
Oh, is it?
scared. Ki, oh my
Oh,
God, how am I going to do this? I don't know anything about it. I've never done business. Kaise
oh,
hoga? Like, because it involves so much of financials, it involves so much
yeah,
of
yeah,
changing your daily life. So it took
yeah,
me some time. It took me a minute to actually get warm up to the idea of doing business. But once I did
yeah,
that, then things were very organized, because I had his support and his guidance to take
correct.
me through this. So things were very
हाँ,
streamlined, very planned, and very systematic. So that really
हाँ,
helps. To start, yes, it does take some willpower to start, but then start has to be also very systematic and planned. It cannot be like a jump start. You
हाँ,
cannot do a jump start in a business. It has to
हाँ,
be a very, very well planned and streamlined with a roadmap that, yes, this is where
yeah,
I want to be 3 years from now.
हाँ. Basically, be a planner also. Yeah, very important. But thank you so much, Gunjan. I'm sure it will help a lot of people out there to actually start thinking about their business seriously because, like we just discussed, a lot of people just keep thinking about the idea or, they're like scared or underconfident to build something. But listening to you, I'm sure they'll get the confidence to do something great.
I really hope so, because everything is like from my heart and my experience.
Yeah, and I'm sure Xyst will do really well. All the best to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And those who are watching us, do check out the description for the giveaway question and drop down your answers to win big prizes from Xyst. Until next time, we are signing off. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.